Greetings, dear viewer, and welcome back to another beer video on my channel, Hades Beer Corner. This week is another Chimay Red or Chimay Rouge. This is another Trappist beer. Chimay is a Trappist beer brewed at the Scourmont Abbey in Belgium. It's a Trappist brewery. That means uh, it's a Catholic denomination or brotherhood called the Cistercians. They're Cistercian monks that produce the Chimay Trappist beers as well as other Trappist beers. There are, I think, um, 13 Trappist breweries in existence as of right now, one of them being Chimay, and there are a few others in Belgium, then in the Netherlands and the UK. There are, as mentioned previously, I think 13 in existence at the moment of these Trappist, aka Cistercian uh, Abbey breweries. Now let's go to what kind of beer this is. Now the Chimay Red is about 7% ABV. The Chimay Gold, which is closer to the butterbeer, or is the butterbeer that is consumed by the monks. That's about 4.8 um, percent alcohol by volume. Then we have the second strongest is the red one, 7% ABV, and uh, this style is double, dubbel, or double, which is within the Belgian Trappist beer naming convention. The origin of double beer and the association of double to a certain type of beer. Um, the OG version was a strong brown ale type beer brewed at Westmalle Abbey in 1856, which went into public sale in June of 1861. And in 1926, the recipe was changed, and after that, since 1926, it was sold at by and brewed by Westmalle Abbey as double brown or double brown, and then after World War II, Abbey beers became a lot more prevalent, and hence double was used by several other breweries such as um, Chimay, or by extension the Abbey of Scourmont, in uh, commercial purposes. Now this is 330 milliliters. This bottle, this also exists in 750 milliliter bottles with an actual corky cork, and that is called Première. Um, but this is just brown ale, red brown ale. And then there's Koningshoven slash La Trappe and Achel 8 brown, uh, which are double examples of double beers from Trappist breweries. However, there are certain other commercial breweries that are not Trappist breweries, but they do mimic this original brown or dark ale type beer, which was originally brewed by Westmalle Brewery or Westmalle Abbey Brewery back in the 1850s. Now, what is the modern mock-up or makeup of in some cases mockery of the original Westmalle double, which I think I've talked about on this channel before. I'll just have to go and check. But I think I've talked about the Westmalle double, which is the original double. Uh, Nowadays, they are understood as somewhat strong. That's between 6 and 8%. I think the Westmalle is something like 6.5 or something percent ABV. Brown ales, um, slight bitterness, quite heavy, and very fruity and of character in in general. Now I used my Rilakuma um, bottle opener. It's really cute. It is a magnet behind it, so it's quite nice. So this is Chimay Red 7% ABV. And there's the gold 4.8. Then there's the white label, which is that's triple beer. That's 8% ABV. Then there's the blue label 9%, and then the green label, which is the 150, which is like the 150th anniversary of the brewery beer. That's 10% ABV. So, and the white label, I think that's a Saxon beer, which is the 500th anniversary beer of the town where the Scourmont Abbey is in Belgium. Now it's opened. It's it's very somewhat fruity to smell, much like the blue label. The blue label Chimay is also quite fruity and caramelish in flavor, and also in the smell is also quite caramelish in the blue label. It's really the smell is really caramelish. Now the color is like this. This is an authentic Chimay glass. I purchased this from Amsterdam, I think, and it's hazy dark, hazy a bit. It's something It reminds me of Guinness. The color really reminds me of Guinness, and it's a thick tall head. Mm. It's really fruity and caramel. Mm. Mm. Maybe caramel and maybe raisins and caramel, and maybe date like undertone, and the slight bitterness. The bitterness is not really prominent in this beer, but all in all, I really like it. I like all Chimay beers. Now I have a special barrel aged Chimay blue label Chimay, which has been barrel aged. I think in Calvados. It's been aged in Calvados barrels for I think at least a year, and it's been um, maturing in the bottle. It's 3.5 deciliters, 350 milliliters. And that is something that I will cover at some point, but now is not the time. Now is not the time for that, because it still requires some maybe a year or two more in the bottle. I think maturing in the bottle, but that's another beer and time. But anyway, this is I give it a solid 8.5. Cheers. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you made it this far. I'm really glad I can make these videos for you, and I hope you have watched my previous videos as well. I will link the Chimay playlist down in the description box of this video, so you can go check out the rest of my Chimay beer videos. They're really good. The beers, but I'll let you judge whether or not the videos are just as good. I'll see you in the next one.